Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 5th grade concept of representing equations for multi-step problems. This is standard 5.4b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 16 of the 2022 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a basketball team scoring points by making baskets worth different points, right? We got a 3-pointer, 2-pointer, and then a free throw. So let's see what we've got here. The team made 6 baskets worth 3 points each. So that makes me think multiplication. The team makes 21 baskets worth 2 points each. Okay, so that's within the 3-point line. So each, once again, lets me know we're going to multiply. And then the team scored 16 points by making baskets worth 1 point each. Those are free throws. So 16 times 1, which is just going to be 16. Okay. So they already gave us the equation. Interesting. All right, so we just need to find the total number of points that they score. But you know what? Their equation looks different than mine. If I were to write an equation, so P, this is what I would write. P is the points. Right, so I've got my 6 times 3, and I need to, let's see if I can make that 3. There we go. Add that to the 21 times 2, and add that to the 16 times 1. Right, I just need these 3 partial products right here. Right, boom, 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 add them up. Now, what I want you to see here is that theirs looks different, but it's the same. So when we want to add, adding is pretty simple. We just put a plus sign. When we want to subtract, it's pretty simple. We do a subtraction sign. When we want to divide, there's a few different ways, right? We can use this division symbol. If we do long division, right, it looks like this. And we actually learned that we can actually just use fraction, right? We can do a fraction represent division. Well, when we do multiplication, we can start with an x. That's how we started when we first learned about multiplication back in 2nd and 3rd grade. We can also use a dot, right? So I can do 6 times 3. I can do 6.3, but then that kind of gets confusing because if you don't lift it up high enough, it looks like 6.3. You can also just use parentheses. So that's what they did. So 6 parentheses 3, and when there's just a number outside of parentheses, it means multiplication. And if for some reason you have a variable, you could just stick them right next to each other. You can do like 6x. That means multiplication, which is why we don't really use this anymore, just because it's too confusing with a variable, with an unknown. So there, 6 times 3 looks like this, but it's just a different way of showing 6 times 3. So order of operations, we need to take care of our multiplication first. So let's do that. So P equals 6 times 3 is 18. 21 times 2, I'm going to double that to 42. And 16 times 1 is 16. So that's why they just went ahead and, instead of giving you 16 times 1, they just did 16. So that's really what we're doing. We're just going to add these 3. All right, so let's add them up. Vertically, 42, 16. 8 and 2 make 10. Add the 6 is 16. Got 1, 2, 3, add that to 4, going to get me 7. So, how many points did they make? Well, they made 76. And we can represent it either with multiplication as an x or multiplication as a parentheses here. But either way, our answer is going to be F, 76 points.